Well, welcome to another video, and this is picking up. I am waking up, about to go down to Boots Off. Had a good night last night. Nobody showed up, so I'm out here by myself. But welcome to my humble abode. Packing everything up, and shouldn't have much going on today, but check this out. I feel like a real thru hiker. So I get my shoes on, and I notice I done blown a hole in them. Some people said that get about 400 miles, and that's about what it did. I was thinking the Olympus would give me a little bit more, but those are on the short rows now for sure. I'll get some new ones as soon as I can find them. But we're gonna see what the day holds. There's a great view of Watauga Lake, I think it's pronounced. So that's where I'm heading. And the hostel is, I believe, right off the lake, and the trail goes right beside the lake for a while, so it's a pretty shot. All right, so the last time you saw this map, I was down here, but I've hiked all that, and now I'm on the other side. And I think I mentioned that we hadn't seen a lake on the hike, but I wasn't even thinking about the dam at Fontana, so we definitely saw a big lake there. But anyway, we'll say goodbye to the Pond Mountain Wilderness. All right, this is where I'm heading. Now, how's that for a mailbox? That's pretty clever. Got a little gnome. All right, so most of this place is really very nice, very similar to most other hostels, but they've been said that these showers or something. So let me show you this. Into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. Boots off. All right, so this is actually the shower. So we're outside. Now look. There's a wash bucket, and they got holes in it, and the water line's going up, drain in the bottom. How about that? A little mirror and everything. It's kind of cool. All right, so I am resupplying in Hampton, Hampton, Tennessee. So walking out on the road, coming over to this McDonald's. So the hostel takes you into town, and there is one grocery store, and there is a McDonald's and a Subway. The Subway was just slammed, so I'm walking up here to McDonald's. Leaving Boots Off. I'm gonna tell you, this is a primo place. It was rustic, but very clean, very well organized. Anyway, it was one of my favorites so far. So Boots Off, and this is right around this Watauga Lake. We're about 40 miles south of Damascus and whatnot. So should have a couple nights on the trail. Then we'll get into Damascus, and I got some shoes. I called one of the outfitters there, and they said they had plenty. So I was gonna have them hold one for me if I needed to. But anyway, back on the trail. I think the first little bit of the trail is right along this lake, so that should be cool. And then a slow climb, I don't think very steep though. And then when we get to the top of that ridge, then it's kind of flat until we get to Damascus. So we shall see. The rain is kind of hold off. You might see a little bit of blue skies, and it's supposed to have been raining all day. I'm sure we'll get a little bit, but that's what's happening here. Hope everybody's well. So as I'm walking along the lake here, and it's really kind of pretty. I'll show you. just going along the lake. Let me tell you a little bit about, you know about white blazes, the blazes on the trees that mark the AT. Well, there's also different types of blazes. Some are slang, some are actual. So you got the white blaze on the AT, you got a blue blaze, which is a side trail. Sometimes people will do what you call yellow blaze, and that's when they bypass parts of the trail and ride in a car. And the yellow blaze signifies the stripes on the road. Now here at this lake, and where I stayed at Boots Off, we had the opportunity to aqua blaze, and that's where you bypass parts of the trail by, in here would have been riding a canoe down the lake, which I considered. Now some purists would say that's still not 100% right, but everybody's just got to do whatever they feel they want to do. Nobody's keeping score out here. But it was a little pricey, and I didn't. And I was also afraid that if I did 10 miles on the lake, I'd be using muscles that I hadn't used in a while, and I'd be hating life for a while. But anyway, that was an opportunity to aqua blaze here, to, I think, go 10 miles on the lake, and it equates to like 21 miles on the trail or something like that. So, all right, here's the dam that stops up the water that holds the lake. That's a pretty little view over here. And then we walk, the AT goes across this dam, I think. Maybe. We shall see. So is there any? Wow. Pretty. It's been a road walk up here, but we're about to head back into the woods. So literally just walked up that road, and now you can see a blaze right there. And here was a AT sign, southbound, and this way's north. Been all morning hiking, and you can still see the lake down there. All right, now I'm leaving Laurel Branch Wilderness. Pretty uneventful hike today. I've decided I'm certainly not going to just stop and ramble if there's nothing particular to see or say, but did want to touch base with you. Today has just been one of those kind of a grind day. It's not really hard, just putting in the time and walking, but it's been a nice hike. And I think I'm going to be looking for a stealth site, but we shall see. So may not have been a lot to share, but I don't know if you can see the lake in the distance there. Let's see if I can zoom in. That is the lake we were walking around this morning. So it was just a nice walk in the woods. But I guess I'm about 16 miles or so. So certainly accomplished something today. All right, I had my own little creative experiment. This is what we call redneck engineering wilderness style. I've seen it before, but it was the first time I ever did it. I couldn't control the stream, so I took some rhododendron leaves and set that rock right there to hold it, and got a nice little spout. Somebody helped me out with that earlier on the trail, so maybe that'll help somebody else out. Well, it's a morning, and got a little bit of sleet last night. Check this out. So some sleet all on the tent. So breaking everything down. Was not expecting this. I tell you, this weather is crazy. Yesterday I was in shorts and hot, and oh well, it's part of it. So it's still sleeting, and you can see this sleet looks like Like daggum dipping dots coming from the sky. Little balls. Not snowflakes. Go figure. So you probably can't see it. This is one of the things that is a little frustrating about hiking, is getting your temperature right, getting enough clothes. Because if you put enough clothes on that you think you might need when it's cold, then you start hiking, then you get hot. And I just took off my rain jacket and it started sleeting again. But I guess that's just how it is. Yesterday, I thought a rain was coming and I got my umbrella and everything. Thought I was being smart and it never came. So I carried it for the last 5 hours of the day. But as long as it doesn't turn to rain, I'm just gonna let this ride a little bit. See if you can see a little bit of, that's all it is. Anyway. Some serious trail work going on up here. Check it out. He's about to take that tree that's leaning, about to take it down. All right, I've been showing you shelters. This is the McQueen Knob Shelter. Now, this was built in 1934. They tell you not to use it in case of emergency. But you can see it's just a log cabin. And if you think about it, when the trail was just getting started, there were so many fewer people. So that was probably a welcome sight, but that thing is interesting. So there's a shelter from 1934. All right, so check this out. This is Luna, and Luna has, yeah, I hear you. Luna, you got your own tent there. This is Luna's owner.
I'm Miranda from Pottsville, Kentucky.
All right.
My name's Brandon.
And you're from Kentucky also?
From Kentucky.
Yeah,
awesome,
we're both
awesome.
from
This is my
Kentucky,
wife and my child.
Very cool, I got it. Well, you're taking care of your child.
Children, so this
You're
is
taking
it.
care of your
This is for
child.
her,
Now, you're all
yeah.
section hiking or through hiking?
Yeah, we're section
Section.
hiking.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we don't get many days to do it, so get 2 or 3 days at a time.
That's awesome. All right, so the end of a good day. You can see in the background, it's just the life at a shelter in the evening time. Tomorrow is pretty exciting. I got just a few days to the Virginia border. That's a big deal. I did book a place. I thought about I was just going to walk into Damascus and see what happened, but well, the planner in me got better of me. So I did book a place for tomorrow night, but we'll check that out. So signing out here, the last night in Tennessee. So tomorrow night I will be in the state of Virginia, which is kind of a big deal. And we'll tell you a little bit about that later. But hope everybody's doing well, and this should end up a video. So it may not be the most exciting, but this is what was going on.